Hey, Galloway School, how are you? Listen, it's Stephanie Stallworth, your ATL traffic lady, and I got an email from your instructors about some things you guys are doing, Mr. Tony Walls, and yeah, you guys have some interesting curriculum happening. So I thought I could try to help out a little bit. I'm a traffic reporter on Intercom radio stations in Atlanta. The People Station V-103, ATL's #1 for hip hop and R&B, news and talk, 1380 WAOK, Sports Radio 92.9 The Game. So I'm here in the traffic center, and I know you guys are going to be doing some transportation related things, a little transportation engineering and a traffic modeling course that you have there at Galloway. So I think that's kind of cool, pretty exciting. So I thought I would show you, I made a little video for you this morning, and just how I use the traffic data that we gather from GDOT as a media outlet and put it into traffic reports that you hear on the air or you see on social media. So I got this video I'm going to show you kind of just how I did it this morning. We had a crash on the downtown connector northbound, so I'll show you where I get the source of the data from the GDOT's Georgia Navigator internal site. Then I'll show you how you can get some of that same data on the consumer site, 511georgia.org, and then how I use some of that information and the cameras and other things just to create some traffic reports and gather some data myself. So I'll take you through it on how I do it, and hopefully that'll help you guys understand how we use the data to create something that you guys see tangibly at home, and you'll be able to do it yourself on the 511 Georgia site. So maybe you can try that on your phone or on your, hold on, they're coming to me now. Hey, 70 Stallworth ATL traffic lady, still out there for you. 75 headed southbound. It's that crash activity down by 155, and most of the lanes are getting by. Still the right side tied up for you there as they try to finish things up in that area. Also had some other issues. Downtown connector was northbound right around University. Had the problem there. 285 North Langford. That's been cleared. As you travel 400, still some volume heading into Sandy Springs. I'm Stephanie Stallworth with traffic when you need it most on the People Station. V-103, the ATL's #1 for hip hop and R&B. Hey, all right, sorry about that. That's my last report of the day. And I heard the theme music coming on for traffic. I'm like, okay. So anyway, you know, I'm in broadcasting. It's a job where you say, wow, they pay me to do that. That's so fun, right? Anyway, so I'm here at V-103. You might be able to see. I'm trying to take you a quick tour down the hall, and then we'll get right to the nuts and bolts of the video for you. I am in the newsroom for V-103 and WAOK. This is the booth where Maria Boynton sits. She sits here in the morning and does her newscasts for V-103 and for WAOK. I wish you guys could come in for a tour. That would be really cool. So that's the board that she uses. This is where they do live DJ mixing. DJ Peanut will be here in about an hour or so. He'll do live lunchtime mixing other times of the day. You might hear DJ Swamp Izzo for V-103 doing live mixing. Also, this is the V-103 studio. Let's see what they're doing in here. Just finishing up. Hey, say hi to a video tour of the Galloway School. Here's JR, Nita Brown. Say hi to Galloway School.
What up? What up?
What's up? So that's the V-103 studio. Say hi to the Galloway School, Big Tigger.
What's up, Galloway School, Big Tigger?
Hey,
The building?
in the building. So we're doing a little tour. You guys are getting a little everything. Say hi to Miss Kalia. Say hi to the Galloway School in Atlanta.
Galloway School in Atlanta.
They're getting a tour.
Nice to meet you.
Video tour. Hey, Kalia. Kalia's missed everything in the morning show. Say hi to the Galloway School.
Hello.
This is Rich.
109.90 down a month.
This is Miss Liz. What's your name on the radio, Liz?
Lily.
Low monthly payments.
Yeah, it's Lily.
It's Lily. What's up, Lily? So anyway, that's where they do the V-103 shows. So that one right there is the one that's gonna kind of give you where you need to go. The big studio where we saw Rich and Nina that's where the big teams go. So the Morning Culture with Frank Ski and all of them. Ramona DeBro, she does her show in there, and also Big Tigger, of course, does his show with JR in the afternoon, and DJ Greg Street. Now this here is the WAOK studios. Let's see if you can see more than the reflection there. There's Rashad Richie. Say hi. I'm gonna let him say hi to you real quick. Hey, I'm doing a video tour with the Galloway School. Say hi to the Galloway
What
School.
up, Galloway School?
It's WAOK, Rashad Richie,
Hey.
and
Yes.
yes.
I'm okay.
Hey, nice to meet you. All right, you guys. Thanks. All right, well, anyway, that's two of our radio stations, V-103, WAOK, Sports Radio 92.9. Again, they're upstairs and get to go upstairs. And also Star 94.1, they're right around by the front of the station. So I didn't get to go over there. Those folks are already gone for the day. So you can get to say hi to Jen and friends, right? Or to John and Hugh in the morning. Right? So, you know, you guys, Galloway School, y'all need to come through. Come by. Maybe get a tour one day. That would be really cool. Tell Mr. Wald and everybody over at Galloway to come here. You can see it all firsthand. That would be really great. So let me know how that works out for you. If you need something else, I'll be glad to help you out. And hey, this is cool, you know. Find a way to make this data work for, you know, mainstream media. So it's been a good deal. Anyway, thanks so much. I hope you guys are having a great set of excursions and doing all that wonderful stuff that they're doing for you at the Galloway School. It's Stephanie Stallworth, your ATL Traffic Lady. You can find and follow me on all social media at ATL Traffic Lady, ATL Traffic Lady. I'll look for you, follow you guys back. Hey, I want to see your whole class if you're on social media. Follow me and I'll follow you back, okay? But we got to get you guys in here for a tour or something. That will be really great. All right, it's Stephanie Stallworth, ATL Traffic Lady. Love you guys. Be safe on the roads. Get on 511georgia.org and create some traffic reports for yourself, and give your parents a little report before they head out in the morning. They'll be thinking, wow, where'd you learn that? So I think it's kind of cool. Anyway, hopefully this helped you understand how this whole thing rolls. And I will talk to you soon. It's Stephanie Stallworth, ATL Traffic Lady. All right, here's the video that tells you how we get it done. Love you guys. Bye. All right, so I'm looking at the Georgia Navigator, the internal site, and I have all of the incidents in a list. In fact, I picked up 3 lists, although they're the same data. I just sort them differently. So first I sort alphabetically by type, which would give me all accidents up top, right? Same list, second time I let it come up automatically. That will do by the time that it comes, the start time. And the third one, especially in these days when we've been having difficulties with either flooding or even some potential icy conditions, I sort that one by type also. So instead of going with accidents first or the start time first, I sort reverse alphabetically, and it would say weather, and that'll let me know where there's an issue, weather-related issue with the roads. So oftentimes, the last few weeks especially, we're having all these flooding conditions, so it'll tell me where there's high standing water on the interstate or something like that. This particular one here is in Dodge County, so it's not the Atlanta metro area, so I'm not going to worry about it. But I leave it up there because sometimes things will pop up. So I sort it in 3 different ways. By type, meaning I want to know all accidents up front. So right now it is 5:55 a.m., 5:56, and we got 4 accidents showing. Some of them are similar or duplicate, and that just lets me know off the top. If I just come sit down, say, wow, if I get some coffee, come back, what's going on? Okay, accidents. Okay, let me focus on that. Otherwise, and I want to know what just happened. Here you go. The latest thing that was at 5:53, it's 5:56, 5:53, 7585 North. That's the downtown connector north past Spring Street at Spring Street and West Peachtree. Ended up with a crash there. So got that working. Stall reported 316 West. I'm going to check that out on the cameras. Had the one 7585 North at North Avenue. So all of these things I'll go and check out. Here's the one. Downtown connector 7585 North past 1014. See that? So that one, it used to be if I click this, it would give me all the data. That's a little restricted now for media outlets. However, you can still get something from it. It used to tell us which lanes were blocked and the location, what time it started, what time they expect to finish. It would have all kind of notes and details for us to report all of the latest and know the latest from the scene. So we don't really have that data anymore, but that doesn't stop you or me from using their consumer site, 511georgia.org. You see that? Here we go. Oops. I'm trying to move this up. This is the 511 Georgia website. My microphone's in the way. Sorry. Okay. There we go. 511ga.org. See that? So you guys can go to 511georgia.org even right now. And you could use this site. So this here shows me the camera. So when I find out an incident on Navigator, boom. So we're talking about the one connector north past Spring Street. Also shows on the map, connector north past Spring Street. I could get the details here, connector north past Spring Street plus the start time and all of that. And again, it used to be if I clicked on it, I can get all the data. Now I have to go somewhere else to get the data. So I'll go from here to the 511 site, get the data. So the 511 site also, let me refresh it, has the incidents for you as well. So if you are trying this at home, here you go, 7585 has 2 incidents, northbound at 17th Street and northbound at 85. So 2 separate things. We can show it on the map. Boom, that's here. You see all the red and the yellow? That shows where it is slow. So if you'll notice, it's the northbound direction. This is south and then north. So the northbound direction is the slowest one. And you can sort of see where the delays are going to begin. But here's a camera there at North Avenue. See, they're swinging it. See that? So this is, we get to see what GDOT's doing with their cameras real time. So they're looking for this incident in North Avenue. That one reported northbound at North Avenue. So we're looking for that. So I'll get to see that. You see that Olympic torch? You see where they are there, right? So you have that. Looks like traffic's moving well both directions right here at North Avenue. But it is starting to get a little sluggish on the northbound side. And the way you can tell the direction on the camera is simply this. Camera info. Right there. Traffic closest to the camera is headed south. So in this case, the traffic closest to the camera, if the camera is placed here, off on the side of the road, these lanes are closest to where the camera is placed. Traffic closest to the camera is headed south. So this is the southbound lanes. That means these opposite directions, see some flashing lights going too, lots to look for, are the northbound lanes. So the northbound lanes, you see it's starting to get a little bit more bunched up there. So when I pull up another camera, you'll end up seeing. So one way to pull up cameras is right here on the map. Another way to pull up cameras, which I also find useful, is to click on cameras up here in the toggle down. So you could do map views, full metro area, all the different parts of Metro Atlanta. Map views, you could do other cities, you could do statewide regions. Incidents are all the things that are going on in Metro Atlanta. Again, just the things on the connector. Other areas, Wilkinson County had something for you. Not Atlanta Metro, so I'm not as worried about that. Cameras, there are Metro Atlanta cameras in other areas. 2,217 cameras around Metro Atlanta, so yeah, they see everything you do. Well, not that they're looking, but it's available, right? So here we go. I'll click on interstates and freeways. 400, 20, 285, 575, 675, 75. Here we go. 7585 has 33 cameras along the stretch. So if I click 7585, this is on the consumer version, 511georgia.org. I used to be able to get these cameras on the regular website, but I can't get them on there anymore. They restricted that info on the Navigator site, so I use the consumer site for now. So south of Langford, that's the beginning of the connector if you're headed northbound. It's all the go northbound, you'll see each camera going up. So I'm looking at North Avenue. We just saw that one. And you can see, remember I said to look here, traffic closest to the camera is headed south. This is the camera position. These are the southbound lanes. That means these are the northbound lanes. If these are the northbound lanes, wow. at 6:01 a.m., it sure is busy, right? So then you got to ask yourself, well, what's causing it to be so busy? So I'm going to slide up here. I go to the next camera. This is at William Street. Oh, actually, this is right before, this is right after Williams. So if we're coming up from Williams, remember we said we had something at Spring Street earlier. Spring Street issue is gone. So here's one way I can tell with the system, something that used to be, you see that light there? That's what used to be, if I keep clicking it. And here's what actually is, that's cleared. Now let's go northbound on the downtown connector. Again, here at Spring Street, 7585 at Spring Street, traffic closest to the camera is headed north. Traffic closest to the camera is headed north. So if the camera's posted here, these are the northbound lanes. So now we know northbound is slow. All right, so I'm gonna keep going up from here. William Street. Traffic closest to this camera is headed south. All right, so that means southbound lanes are over here. These are the northbound lanes. More delays showing for you there. Here we go. North Avenue, it's already jammed. And then voila, we find the crash. This camera is located at 7585 south of 10th Street. It's the 10th Street overpass right here. These, again, traffic closest to the camera is headed south. That means the camera's over here. These are the southbound lanes. These are the northbound lanes, and it looks like what? All traffic is stopped. All traffic is stopped northbound, temporarily. They gotta move these vehicles. Usually it's temporarily, sometimes it's longer term that we get the lanes closed, right? And here's another angle of it, and you can see the crash here. Okay, traffic closest to the camera is headed south. That will be these lanes right here, south. That means these are the northbound lanes. You see no traffic getting by whatsoever. And that confirms that all lanes are blocked for you. On the downtown connector north, right at the 10th Street overpass. Again, this is the 10th Street overpass. I'm getting ready to do a traffic report while we're talking. Anyway, hopefully you're understanding this. I used the Georgia Navigator website. Right? That will be this here. And we talked about the crash, 7585 north past 10th Street, right there. Response on scene. Right there. It says response on scene. Here, unit number 583 is there. Okay. And then, because I can't get all the info on the Navigator site right now, I go to the consumer site just to get the cameras going. So here you can see what's happening there. So I'm going to report this. I'm also going to take a screenshot of the camera so I could post it on Twitter. All right, they're going to come to me. Oops. Hey, good morning to you, Stephanie Stallworth, ATL Traffic. Ladies, you're trying to get to your destination today. Got some early issues on the wet pavement. It's downtown connector. Trying to travel northbound. I'm watching GDOT traffic cameras. All lanes temporarily shut down northbound on your downtown connector right at the 10th Street overpass. Trying to sort things out with this crash scene. So it's busy already as you leave the Grady curve trying to head northbound. They'll hopefully get a lane or two reopened for you shortly. I see them trying to maneuver some of the vehicles on, off, out of the way. But again, temporarily, downtown connector northbound, all the lanes are blocked while they try to move these vehicles. I'm Stephanie Stallworth with traffic when you need it most on the People's Station. V-103, the ATL's #1 for hip-hop and R&B. All right, so let me see. It's 6:05, and I didn't get to take a good save the screenshot. Let me save this. All right, so then I take that, and then I'm going to go to Twitter and post about it. So let's see, maybe I could tweet. Oops, there you go. You can find and follow me on all social media at ATL Traffic Lady. I'm going to say crash downtown. Oops. I can spell, but I cannot type. Connector. Oh, see that caps lock? Gotta love it, right? My kids will be like, Mom! All right, here we go. Connector north at the 10th Street overpass has all lanes temporarily blocked. Okay. And then, let me go here. Come on, digital team, intercom. I also posted on the station sites. So, when I post something, I will also put all of our ats and hashtags and such. Try to get all this together here. See where my last. This is some of my stuff from yesterday. So yesterday I talked about the truck route that shut down the ramp from 75 south to 285 south of town. I'm just going to copy and paste in this situation so I don't have to retype, because again, I'm a great speller but not a great typer. So I'll copy and paste. Just save yourself some time. Work smarter, not harder. So I got my tag at ATL Traffic Lady, V-103 Atlanta, at WAOK, at 92.9 The Game, at ATL Traffic Team, ATL Traffic T, at radio.com, at Star 94.1. Those are all our station-related incidents, so I tag everybody in it. So the crash is downtown Connector North at the 10th Street overpass, all lanes temporarily blocked. And then I'll go in and pull the picture, and then I will tweet it. But first I'm going to copy all of the text. So now that's on my page. Now I'm going to post it on the station's page. V-103 Atlanta Twitter. Boom. We're using Hootsuite. You guys know about that stuff, I'm sure. So anyway, this is how I go from the raw data on Georgia Navigator. And then you heard me do a traffic report with it. All right, so I put the picture in. Sometimes I put my picture in too. You put my picture in so they can know who I am, right? I'm not sure where the picture I usually use is. It's in here somewhere. Here's one. All right, so we'll use that. So there's the crash. There's who's reporting it. Crash down to Connector North at the 10th Street overpass. All lanes has all lanes temporarily blocked. Boom. I'm posting that to the V-103 Twitter page. And here's the V-103 Twitter page. And here's what I just posted. See that? So that's there. Now let me also go ahead and post on, from Hootsuite, I'm going to post on the WAOK page. I don't post on 92.9 The Game or Star 94.1. They have their own scenario what they like to post on there. So I just post on V-103's Twitter, WAOK's Twitter, and my own station Twitter. All right, so we'll go here and here, and I'll put these two images on. I mean, it's awesome having the G.Dot traffic cameras because you get to see, see everything. It's easy to report it when you can see it, but these are all screenshots from different crashes and stuff that we've had out there. So all things I probably tweeted out, station events and stuff too, other stuff. But, basically, it's just a good way to see everything. All right? So there's that. All right, so this is for News and Talk, 1380 WAOK. I got the same thing, crash downtown Connector North 10th Street overpass, all lanes temporarily blocked. I'm going to post that. Actually, I want to put the crash first. You see how I showed up first? So I'm going to move this. Whoops. Try to move it. Come through. Sometimes it moves for me, sometimes it doesn't. At which point I just had to leave it as is. There we go. All right, so now that switched it. So I'll actually put the incident first. I'm second. I don't come first. They don't come here for me. They come here for the incident data, right? I'm just a secondary auxiliary version of what's going on here. So there we go. So now if I pulled up the WAOK's Twitter page, WAOK, one tweet in the last hour, and that was ours. We just posted this. There it is, okay? Crash downtown connector north at 10th Street overpass has all lanes temporarily blocked. All right, so there's that. Now let's go back to the real live action, right? I'm going to go back to the actual data. Let's go back to the Georgia Navigator internal site, which says downtown connector north past 10th Street, roadway cleared. So normally I wouldn't be talking to you. I'd be actually clearing this stuff. So it's I'm a little delayed just because I'm talking to you about it. But I want you to see how the process goes. So let's go back to the camera we just had. Remember, it was all blocked? Remember I said I could show you how it was all blocked over there, and now look, everything's on the right shoulder, although most of it's on the right shoulder. It's still maneuvering things. Let me get another screenshot here. This is what it looked like before. So let me get a new screenshot of this. Save it. I don't actually name it anything because I'm getting ready to use it right away and I already know what it is. Plus the camera's labeled anyway, so I could use that. But here, so let's look back. I could take that one. This is just north of 10th Street. This is the 10th Street overpass. These are the northbound lanes. You're all at a standstill. Southbound is sluggish, but moving. Now, if I go to before the 10th Street overpass, before the camera was up here. Oops. Before the camera was up here, looking south. Now we're south of it, looking north. 10th Street overpass. So I'm gonna take another screenshot, take one of this. So my next tweet, I'm gonna put a picture of the delays, all right? And let's go to the next camera. Got more authorities are gonna be arriving on scene up here too, just off of the side there. This is at 10th Street, so that's why it's still stuck, because there's somebody else rolling through. So therefore, this is a work in progress scene, right? And here's another view. This is from the 14th Street overpass. That emergency vehicle we just saw, that's them right there. Perhaps they took someone from the scene. But here we go. So we're looking at this. Get another shot here. Different vantage points, same incident. Downtown connector north at the 10th Street overpass. So I'm going to save these, and I'll probably put them in a tweet in a minute. And let me keep going. We're up here at 17th Street. No big issue. So let's go backwards. This is right where the incident is. Here's some delays for you. It's a still shot, though. And the still shot was from 5:58, so it's a little old. Here's William Street. Somebody's school bus is running late. Hope it wasn't you today. I tell you, this is how we are able to make the raw data that you see from GDOT turn into a report. So let's see. I'm going to turn on. Oh, here's my traffic report. This is from WAOK. Listen. I just recorded it here. WAOK 615.
Stallworth is your traffic lady. Good
Now they're
morning.
playing it back.
A couple of issues out on the downtown connector. One was southbound down around Spring Street. Had some flashing lights on the shoulder for you there. Then had the issue reported northbound as you try to make your trip up towards 17th Street. So got that to think about now as you leave downtown, trying to head into Midtown. That's going to have you on the brakes there as well. Another crash around 10th, 14th, 17th off on the left side. I'm Stephanie Stallworth on News and Talk 1380 WAOK.
All right. So that's the WAOK report. That is how I use the same data. You heard the report on V-103. I did that live. I recorded the one on WAOK. I also recorded one for Sports Radio 92.9 The Game. But that's how I use this data that you're seeing here to craft a report. So again, we have the Georgia Navigator site. See that? And then there will be all of the incidents here on the map. There used to be a lot more interactivity and abilities for the media folks using this. I used to be able to just click the one thing, boom, get all of the info. You see there's spaces for it. So any notes about it, this thing here, Connector North, right before 85, or the one we're talking about maybe at 10th Street, it would say crash temporarily blocks all lanes, hero unit is going to be moving somebody, or we're transporting somebody. We'll just have some info. And not that I would use the sensitive data, but it would just give me the idea of what's going on. So otherwise we have to make phone calls and call GDOT and stuff to get any details, particularly on a very difficult situation where something's going to be closed for quite a while. Here's a new report of some debris. It is 75 north at 85 north. So that's downtown connector north, right, coming off of 75. So get a watch for that. Here's a stall, 285 south past Cascade. It's out on the west side perimeter. Here's your perimeter here, right? And then here's a crash on East Park Place Boulevard. It's reported. The ones that look like this are reports from Waze. You guys may have the Waze app, or your parents have the Waze app. They have interoperability now with the traffic service providers and with GDOT. So they've integrated some of the Waze data with some of their data. So the way to tell the difference, whereas this is GDOT data, these are GDOT operators, and this says right here, where are we here? This says Waze right here. See that? See that? It's hard to see. Come through Waze there. That says Waze. And also you can tell just by the blue emblem there. So it won't be the diamond shaped emblem, it would be the blue emblem. Okay, so this is just a basic, there's so much more to it, but this is just very basic idea of how we use the GDOT information to craft it into a report that is broadcast, and also reports that are out on social media. So this one here, crash downtown connector north, 10th Street overpass, and you heard me do a report, or one on V-103, one on WAOK, also did one on 92.9 The Game, talking about the same thing. So that just hopefully gives you an idea, if that's what you're looking to find out about it, how we transfer the raw data that you get from GDOT, all the incident management data. Again, remember I said weather, there's no weather-related trouble here. This shows me the latest thing that just came up is in Lowndes County, 75 South, before State Route 376 Lakes Boulevard was a stalled vehicle, but that's not in this area. Also, another latest thing was a stalled 285 East before Flat Shoals. That's DeKalb County. That came across at 609. So we're at 619, and the latest thing that came through was 617 from them. But this continuously updates, so I continuously get the latest information out there for you. All right, get ready to do one more report on V-103. I'll probably get back to that. I hope this helps you see what we're doing here. I have other monitors and then big monitors for the cameras, and I can put those up, and perhaps if, let's go back to our scenario here. That's 17th Street southbound. So you see they're still kind of sitting. Get ready to do this report. You see everybody still sitting here. Looks like a widely scattered crash also. So that means it's not just in one little place. Are you listening to V-103? That's Big Tigger and JR. They're in for Frank Ski in the Morning Culture this morning. But here's the crash. Okay, so remember, this is the 511ga.org website. You can use this at home, on your phone. Pull it up on your phone. I don't know if you're allowed to. All right, you guys, hope that helped you a little bit to understand how we utilize the GDOT raw data to create tangible traffic reports and social media reports about traffic for the everyday consumer. And it's just a little scratching the surface a little bit of what we're really doing here, but hopefully that gives you enough of an idea. There's so much more to it, so many layers to it. so much more that can be done with all the data. But I don't know if you guys ever heard of Jimmy Neutron. Never argue with the data. The data is good. Never argue with the data. I gotta love it. And hopefully you guys are having a great day. You enjoyed some of this video stuff and it helped. Let me know if I can come help you guys with anything else. I'm a teacher too, so I teach at SAE Institute downtown Atlanta, so I love to do that for you guys. Just help you out with this. So let me know if there's anything else you need.